What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you see it in the title, in the thumbnail, and all the good stuff. We got day three's newest fragrance, Midnight Raspberry. So the name alone, I know it's a oud fragrance. I haven't seen the notes. I've heard Michael told me a little bit. Like I tried to get as limited information as possible when he asked if I wanted a bottle and he wanted to send it my way. Um, and I know it's a raspberry oud. So sounds like a good time to me. So we shall see. I mean, high expectations with day three fragrances. I know they're on pre-sale till November 1st, I believe. And I want to say there's some kind of code, which we'll check the site and see. I don't remember what it costs. I haven't seen the notes. I know raspberry and oud. That's the only things I know of that are on here. So high expectations. Tres Oros is the bar that has been set for me. Bonnie is a special fragrance to me, but to me, Tres Oros, best of house. Aylin's up there as well. Desert Rain, phenomenal, well-rounded fragrance. Like, they really put some good stuff out this year for sure. But tall task to be their best fragrance release this year when they put out such heat. So, he sent it to me. He's a friend of mine. I love the brand. I want to see him grow. But at the same time, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And if it's shit, I will tell you that I think it's shit. The likelihood, though, I don't even know if it makes 1% likely that it's shit. I mean, he just doesn't release bad things. He doesn't create, not just release, doesn't create anything short of fantastic. So, again, high expectations. Sample when you can. And let's bust this open and see what's what. Stay tuned. All right, take a look around the box. Briefly, if it'll focus. There we go. Day three, luxury fragrances. As we come around the back side. Day three is a family-owned fragrance house crafting niche quality perfumes with an unrelenting eye and nose towards detail, which is very true. Each scent is composed with artistry and intention by our award-winning in-house perfumer, Mr. Michael Paul. And we hope you love this fragrance as much as we loved creating it for you. Midnight Raspberry Extrait de Parfum. And they do it on the box or the bottle. I don't remember. So I know, because it's family owned and operated, so I'm curious which member of the family handled mine. I don't want to see the notes. So that card will show you all the notes, but let's admire the color of this juice. Good Lord. Yep. Love the box presentation. We'll pull that out. I don't want to see the notes. So again, briefly cover that so you guys can see it. It's pillowed. They actually have a little rubber band that holds against the cap to keep the bottle in place, and very hefty bottles. Love the caps. They upgraded their caps first, then they changed their bottles, and their bottles are very uniform. They stack very well in a collection. Thick base glass, slender and sleek, hefty piece of glass right here. As you can see, metal plate with some raised debossed Midnight Raspberry in day three. It's actually raised and painted. And then I believe it might be on the bottle for who did. But normally they have initials for whichever family member certified this is good to go before it leaves. I'm not sure. This one doesn't have it in particular. Maybe PR bottles don't. I don't know. Day three on top. It holds into place, but I mean, don't always trust it because it doesn't click. This is hefty. Heavy cap. And their atomizers are fantastic. That is not funky at all. That is smooth. Shoo. Beautiful. Beautiful atomizer. This is smooth. I love the color. Look at the color of that juice. I don't know if it's natural or if it's dyed. Sometimes it's a natural color. Sometimes you dye it to get a certain hue you want. But I don't know. I have to ask. That is just the right amount of sweet, just the right amount of spice. It's a more natural smelling raspberry. Like, it doesn't come across like raspberry jam or anything like that. It doesn't have that strong preserve, like spreadable raspberry preserve type of smell. Like some of the more synthetic raspberry notes kind of come across that way. They're much more sweeter. This one's like actual bite into a raspberry, like juicy, not really tart, not really sweet. Just kind of rides that line in between of just a little sweet, just a little bit juicy, but a little sweet. Smoky. There's an underlying spice to this one. It's not like over the top spicy. It's sweeter than it is spicy. and it's not a super sweet fragrance. It's just smooth. I mean, that's the best word to use here. This is a smooth fragrance. You know, hearing raspberry oud and knowing it's probably a smokier oud, which seems like it is, it's not funky at all. Very smooth. This has to be either Cambodian, Vietnamese, something like that, because it's not really funky at all. Chinese oud, certain Chinese ouds tend to be a little dry wood pencil shaving. Sometimes they have a little funkiness, but this one has to be either, I would think, Cambodian, which that has a little bit of funk to it, if I remember correctly, or maybe some Vietnamese oud, because that's like a sweeter oud. Because this is not funky. It's not funky. And I know he gets his oils from Mon, so I'm thinking it's one of those. I'd be shocked if it's the Chinese oud that Claude liked to use was the Haroff, because that's more dry wood, pencil shaving, warm wood kind of oud. Not really funky. Because that was like Claude's go-to with a lot of the Zaharoff signature line. Shout out to Claude Deer. Another personal favorite perfumer of mine. God, Michael, you're so talented. Michael Paul, so talented. It's just so smooth. Smooth's the word. So again, it's fruity, but not fruit bomb. It's sweet, but not sickeningly. It's spicy, but far from nose tingling. It's smoky, but not really anything I would call deep, rich, and resinous. Or taric in any way, like a thick black smoke. Like, it's woody, but again, nothing takes the lead. That's what I mean when I say how smooth it is. There's nothing taking the lead. There is no star of the show to my nose here. I'm getting kind of a little bit of a lot of different things. We could always just pull up what's on the card, but I like to go to the website. So let me pull up old Firefox. Day 3, so it pops up in the address. Slide this over. Shop all products. Quite the library. $250. Okay, so now I'm kind of convinced on what the oud is, because I know how expensive some of mine's ouds are, depending on what you want. This is possibly that Vietnamese oud, and I forgot what other one's really expensive from them. I'm thinking it's the Vietnamese oud because it's sweet. $250, so it's $80 more than their other fragrances. So certain oils are really expensive. Like I said, my 3 fragrances come from Mon, so I'm familiar with working with a Mon perfumer with Claude Deer, and he's taught me a lot on the pricing and cultivating of how these things are extracted. And so again, thankful for that education that I've gotten over the years. Thank you, Claude Deer. Thank you, George Zaharoff. But that's my guess. I'm guessing Vietnamese because it's sweet and it's expensive. So here we go. I'll put it in the description. Code MIDNIGHT. It's valid from the 17th of October while supplies last until, wait. It's special pricing of $220. I'm putting it on screen. I'm going to do the whole chunk. $220. So you can get $30 off. Code MIDNIGHT. Valid October 17th or while supplies last. 200 bottles available at the pre-sale price. So not a lot of bottles available here. I know launch is November 1st, so I guess till October 31st, if there's still stock available. But let's read our first ultra premium oud fragrance, jammy raspberry. And see, I don't find it all that jammy. I really don't. Like normal, and maybe it's when there's heavy rose with raspberry that it comes across a bit more jammy to me. I don't necessarily smell rose here. So let's see. Jammy raspberry, Brazilian pink pepper, natural Vietnamese oud. Damn right, I'm patting myself on the back right now. Hell yeah. That stuff's expensive. That's what, yeah, okay. Per kilo, I'm not going to say what going rate is currently. I do know what it costs right now because we debated with my fragrance on going the oud route to make it a little interesting with Sunkissed Island, but we didn't because I wouldn't have wanted something funky, and yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's why it's expensive, guys. He ain't charging just to charge. That oil's expensive. That's why it's so smooth. Okay, so that's got a sweeter, like, sweeter nuance to it. It's not a funky oud. It's a little smoked. That makes sense. Okay, I'm just so proud of myself right now. Natural Vietnamese oud, chocolate covered berry, a sensual treat. Okay, so here we go. This extrait de parfum captures all the indulgence of a chocolate covered raspberry enjoyed after nightfall. Midnight Raspberry opens with a photorealistic raspberry accord. I agree. It's not that synthetic stuff. Brightened by coriander and Brazilian pink pepper, so there's your spices. The heart reveals a plush patchouli and a large dose of natural Vietnamese agarwood oud. that cloaks the fruit in dark complexity, reminiscent of chocolate. The dry down features a high-end muscatcord saffron. There's a little bit more spice, potentially a little leathery, maybe. I don't know. We'll see as we get into the dry down. Cedar and a whisper of ambergris. The result is a woody, fruity fragrance with a grown-up sweetness. Yeah, that doesn't have that designer type sweetness. That's why I was saying not sickeningly. Moderate projection and a sensual, complex character, perfect for special events, cool evenings, or whenever you want to make a statement. I agree with the situations. Definitely cooler evenings, special events. This is suit and tie. This is dapper. This is dress to impress kind of stuff. This is impressive. This is more well-rounded and more wearable in more situations than I anticipated with it being an oud fragrance. This is high wearability for an oud fragrance. This is definitely some of Mike's best work. We're going to see where it lands here in a minute. So, while we prefer you to sample first, good advice, we do provide exclusive pre-sales for our dedicated fans eager to be first in line for the new drop. Extrait de Parfum on November 1st. This will be available in a small sample set as well as our full discovery set. Every 50 ml bottle ordered includes a complimentary 1.5 sample of that scent. Please be sure to review our returns policy. So, notes: tops coriander, Brazilian pink pepper, heart jammy raspberry. Jammy's not, maybe it's me. I don't find it's jammy. I find it's juicy. I don't get thick from it. Patchouli, Vietnamese oud, high-end muscatcord, saffron, cedar, ambergris. This is fantastic. This is absolutely stunning. I do get a little chocolatey. It is a little chocolatey. It's sweet, it's woody, it's fruity, it's a little creamy. I do get a hint of smoke, just a little puff. And it's not over the top spicy. It's just a nice warmth provided from probably more so the saffron than anything else. Because the pink pepper is going to be a little aromatic. It's going to be a little sweet, a little spicy. It depends. It could do a little of all three at the same time or more of one or the other. Pink pepper is a beautiful note. It can do so many. It can do more things than people realize. Coriander's a nice cooking spice. That can give a little bit of a woody spiced facet as well. So, man, what a blend. Kudos, Michael Paul. 9 out of 10, outstanding. It's absolutely outstanding. Now, the big question. Does it measure up to Tres Oros? Close second. I'm going to go close second. I can't put it above Tres Oros. That one, to me, just has that wow factor, that impact, that it's a massive head turner. Whereas this is sensual. This is a sexy aroma. This does stand out. I would definitely put this over Desert Rain. I would put this over Bani. So I would say this is a close second. I would put this over Aylin. I would put this over Aylin's more vanilla. A lot more vanilla. I think this is a better upscale wear. Events, evenings out, date nights for sure. This is an oud fragrance you could wear on a first date, I think. It is sensual. It is attractive. It has a lot of charisma. This is one that will pull you in as the wearer, let alone whoever you're with. It's just so smooth. It's getting creamier as it's starting to settle down, for sure. It is just so smooth. Smooth is the word for this fragrance. Yeah, 9 out of 10, close second to Tres Oros. I think this is the second best creation from the house. Just in this first impression. I mean, the first impression of this was telling me a lot. It really is. A wearing experience will tell me the full tale of the tape. But where I stand right now, it's going to be hard to beat. Tres Oros, obviously, super hard to beat. Again, for me, that is the cream of the crop. That is the bar that is set for the brand, in my opinion, with the 3 Goldens and that big old spoonful of cinnamon, as I like to describe it. Plantains, pineapple, and honey with cinnamon. If you haven't tried Tres Oros, my God, are you missing out? What is wrong with you? And with this one, I don't even necessarily think this is a dangerous blind buy. I just think you have to know what you like. You have to know your taste. And if any of this sounds good to you, yeah, what the hell, go ahead, pre-sale. Pre-order it, Or wait, sample first at launch. It's your prerogative. It's your money. This is my opinion. I stand firmly behind my opinion. And this is absolutely fantastic. We have some cooler weather right now. I can totally wear this right now. I'm trying to think because I don't want to dress this one down. This is not a dress down kind of fragrance for me. I'm trying to think. Because Sunday, I won't be able to go to church because I would totally rock this church. I got to travel to Louisiana. I got traffic court on Monday. I don't know how many of you remember. I got that speeding ticket when when I was going to Louisiana for my fantasy draft in August, doing over 20 over on the interstate. So mandatory court appearance for my fees. Lovely. So I got to do that. Got to drive 6 hours to go spend probably $600 in court fees and fines for my ticket. Lovely, fantastic. Yay me. Go me. I'm trying to think, man. Maybe I'll bring this to Chicago at the end of the month. I don't know. Might have a little fun with this because I got some blind smelling rates with Jordan, the Nigerian giant Omas, and Justin. We will be doing some content at the end of the month when we're in Chicago packing our pre-orders. So I don't think Justin got this. I know Jordan don't have this. I'm going to throw this on a little blind smelling rate and we can see what the fellas think. I'm going to do that. I don't think they're going to watch this video either, so they're not going to know I'm up to this. Shh, don't tell them. We're going to bring this. So, links down below. I don't have a code. That is the code, Midnight. I'm not affiliated. I mean, I'm friends with the perfumer. He's always sent me stuff, but I mean, I don't make a dollar. You know, I was not paid to do a video. I don't make an affiliate commission or anything like that. I'm just a fan of the man and the brand and the work that they do. So thank you guys for checking out the video. Michael Paul, thank you for sending this bottle my way. I sure appreciate it. Kudos to you, sir. And again, for figuring out it was Vietnamese food. Let me go ahead and pat myself on the back one more time. Do I know it all? Abso-freaking-lutely not. Do I know a decent little amount? I've learned a little more and more here and over the years. I'm getting better, is what I'll say. I'm getting better. So thank you guys for checking out the video. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.